Sunny morning.
Chuck, thanks very much. Listen, I made my way over to the Weather Center because we want to talk about something here. Obviously, I love to travel like many of you do. And typically when I do, I turn to Tucker first and I say, what's the weather going to be like? Because I want to know what it's all about. If you fly somewhere, you know that it's not just where you go, but getting there that can be the problem.
Sure.
Turbulence is what we're talking about. And a new Fox weather special shows us how engineers make sure to build the planes that can withstand the worst weather.
Yep, joining us now, the host of the special, Fox Weather's Jason Frazer. Jason, good morning.
Good morning, Steve and Tucker. Good to see you guys. So, I admit, Steve and Tucker, this for me was one of those documentaries that was personal to me because, like both of you, I had a huge fear of turbulence. So we spoke with a psychologist. We also spoke with passengers as well about how they deal with turbulence and what the best ways to psychologically deal with turbulence.
Jason, tell us what you learned. I mean, obviously, in the summer months, we have thunderstorms, we got big updrafts, and sometimes it feels like the wings are going to fold up. These planes are some of the safest pieces of machinery ever made, aren't they?
They certainly are. So I talked with not only Delta Airlines, but also Boeing as well. And I want to be clear in saying for everyone who is watching, turbulence has never crashed a plane before. So I know it's scary going through some of those updrafts, particularly when you're flying through some of those thunderstorms. And one of the things that a Delta meteorologist told me is they like to fly around those thunderstorms, but sometimes it's just unavoidable. You're trying to fly through, and because that is just the shortest distance to go from point A to point B. And I also want to just show you this model airplane here. So one of the things that I think a lot of people are surprised about is as they look out, they tend to see the wing and the engine move. Right, and that can certainly be very scary because you're thinking, wait, is the wing or the engine about to fall off? Well, when I spoke with a representative from Boeing, they had told me that that is exactly what the plane is supposed to do. And if the wing and the engine were just like this, a model plane, if it just stuck and it didn't move at all, it would break off. So as you head out maybe to your vacation home or, the trip to go see grandma this holiday weekend, one of the things that I would highly encourage you to do is when you look outside the window, it's okay if you see that wing or the engine move. The other thing that I want to share with you guys is also make sure that you buckle up because your seat is built to handle up to 12 G's of force. And sometimes with turbulence, you just don't know when it's going to pop. And one of the most dangerous types of turbulence is clear air turbulence. And that sometimes pilots can't see and it just comes all of a sudden.
So, Jason, unlike you and my friend Tucker here, I am not a scientist. So you guys can talk about the updrafts and the engineering of the plane. I'm more interested in what the psychologist had to say about it, because no matter what, when you're in the plane and it starts shaking, you get a little concerned, right? So what did they say about how to deal with turbulence, which in many cases is inevitable?
So in the documentary, he gave us some suggestions. One of the ones that I will share with you is during a turbulent flight, he suggests that you go to a place that's peaceful and think of someone who brings you joy and think of that moment. You got to also remember turbulence, generally speaking, only lasts about 2 to about 3 minutes on average. So if you go to that place really quickly, you can ensure that your emotions will be calmed down. Now, here's the other thing. He did give me some other suggestions. You're going to have to watch the documentary, shameless plug, but there are some other things that you can certainly do. But whatever you do, don't do what I used to do when I used to get scared, which is to have a couple of drinks either before or during the flight. That is unhealthy. That is not what you want to do.
Jason, I'm shocked that that's not a solution. All right, we're going to wrap it here in just a minute. This is great information. I'm going to watch your special. Did you learn anything about lightning strikes? And finally, for me, something that scares me the most, airline prices. Did you learn how to bring those down at all?
Well, yes. So here's the thing. Lightning can hit your plane. It does happen. It is built to handle the planes. Now, as far as those airline prices go, I do have some good news for you. After the Labor Day holiday, airplane prices are actually going down. So if you do have a vacation you have been really trying to go on, we would highly suggest that you wait until after the Labor Day holiday. By the way, shameless plug, just want to let you know, Fox Weather, please make sure sure that you download the app because you can watch it on the app, or you can go to our website, www.foxweather.com. And we also have such great information also about not only our special, but some of the other specials that we've done about Hurricane Maria, some of the other storms that have potentially impacted the United States.
No, it's great stuff. We'll look for the truth behind turbulence. Jason, thanks very much. We have some former Fox 5ers working for Fox Weather now, too. So download it, check it out, enjoy. Jason, safe travels to you. I appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
So, Tuck, in a nutshell, and I hate to ask you this question on the spot, what causes turbulence? Is it just different airflows?
Well, you've got, imagine the atmosphere is layers, and the air is going up and down, and it's also going horizontal. So there's a lot of cross currents going on. Imagine if you watched a creek going, and you see a lot going on in it.
And the plane's just going right, gets caught right in the middle of it. All right. Well, Jason's saying that the planes are built safer than ever, so fingers crossed, Marissa.
All right, good segue.